Back at it again. Yeah, we back at it again. Today, again, in honor of cuffing season starting, this video is going to be about questions that women should never ask a man. This video is going to talk about some things that women do in relationships or pre-relationships with men that have the tendency to backfire. So stay tuned. We're going to get into it. You already know. So back at it again. The start of cuffing season is here. We're doing a lot of relationship videos, and just wanted to share some advice that I had along my travels, from personal experiences with friends, family, etc., etc. This video is for the ladies in attempts to help them get some very needed advice when deciding to do things. So ladies, you found this special guy. You're attracted to him. He's intelligent. He's a go-getter. He's smart. He's attractive. Whatever it is entices you about him, you're really feeling him. And you guys have been probably dating for a little while now, and you're probably thinking about taking things to the next level. Stop. Before you do anything, you have to make sure that your man is the person that you think he is. So I'm sure you're wondering, what is the thing that you should never ask a man? Well, I've got two questions that women should never ask a man. I'm going to get into the first question. And the first question is,
do you want to have a baby?
Or,
what do you think about kids?
This has to be the worst question to ask a man when you're dealing with him. You guys are having sex. You guys are going out on dates. You're having a good time. Hopefully you guys are building together. Just getting to know each other and really see if this is the person that you want to be with. You may have ruined it by dropping this question. The reason for this is that women are naturally in charge of having babies. And although men won't tell you this, it's a lot easier to help make a baby than actually provide, support, and actually nurture a baby. These are the skills that women have naturally. So it's not very likely that a man's going to be as excited to want to talk about babies or kids unless he's in that mental headspace. Men are savages. There's no way around that. Even the most gentle guys, they have the savage tendency. They've just suppressed it. Men are savages. And this is just something to keep in mind. If you ask a man to have a child and he's not ready, he may turn away from you, as you may appear to be a woman just trying to trap him and set him up. You want to lock him into that 18-year plan or that 21-year plan by asking him if he wants to have a baby. It just might get him into a position where he's not willing or ready to commit to you yet. He's not ready for it. So by you asking him, what does he think about kids? He's going to think in his mind, we've never spoke about kids before. We just have fun. We just go out, we do our thing. And now all of a sudden she's asking about kids. Is she going to try to push a fast one on me? Is she going to try to push me into wanting to have a kid with her, get ready for this type of thing? And then she's going to want to do the other things. And I might not be ready for that. And that's the honest truth. Sometimes men really are just not ready for that conversation. The potential level that you may scare him off is probably medium to high. It's a big no. It's a big no. A big no. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend asking a guy about kids until you're certain that he is in that place. If you're certain that he's the one for you, or if you're certain that he wants to have this connection with you for the rest of his life, because children and babies are ties that can never be severed. Whether you take care of a child or not, whether you put a child up for adoption or not, you are still tied to that child. You got to think about these things when you're dealing with people in relationships, when you're dealing with men, how they may take it. So that's the first question. The second question to never ask a man. This is questions or any questions pertaining to marriage. It's going to come as a shock, but listen up. This one's tricky because, in a sense, women, you want to know how committed a man is to you. You want to know how he looks at you. If he's thinking in his head, I have plans for her to be the one. I have plans for her to be my everything. You want to know that as a female. as you should. You should want to know if he's ready to commit. But what if he's not? What if he's not ready or he does not want to commit to you? And if he's just with you to have a good time and just enjoy the ride of him having that experience with you, you will know from this question how he feels about you, but it's a very high potential it could destroy the situation that you guys have together. Asking this to a man, it alerts him that this could have disastrous effects, and he may want to distance himself, because if he's thinking to himself, this is just a casual relationship, this is just something we're doing for now, I just want to see where things play out or see how things play out, this question here might spin it, might make him do a 180. There's 3 things you need to know about men in marriage. The first and most important thing women to know about a man when you're asking him questions about getting married. A man typically, not every time, not all the time, but typically a man knows if you are wifey material. So if he doesn't look at you like that, you can't be offended. If you think you're wifey material, that's great. But if he does not, that's going to be a problem for you. The second thing, pressuring a man to talk about this topic, especially if you are not engaged with him, is a very hard sell. If he hasn't brought it up yet to you, it's a high chance that he just doesn't see that with you, or he's not ready to take that step. Men like to be secure. It's just a chance that he just is not ready to take that step yet. He's still trying to get his life together, X, Y, and Z. He's scared of commitment. It happens, yes, but maybe he's just not ready. And the last thing is that women are confused by marriage. They think that they can make men settle down. Newsflash, ladies, a man's readiness to settle down has nothing to do with you. Zero. I wouldn't say completely zero, but it has little to nothing to do with you. A man's readiness to settle down has little to nothing to do with you. You had to think about it. He's juggling his career. He's trying to make his mark in life. He's trying to be a provider. He's trying to achieve these goals. He's trying to get himself together, get his shit together. While he's trying to do these things, if he wants you and only you, you will know. If a man wants you, he's going to put a ring on it. If he's ready to settle down, if he wants to have children with you, he's going to make that known. It's not going to be a mystery. You're not going to have to ask him or pressure him about it. He's going to make it known to you. This does not account for men who do not express themselves or who do not emote well. They're a special case scenario. But for the majority of men, they know what they want. They know when they want to be with somebody and they don't want anybody else to get it. They know that. So typically a man knows what he wants, and you just have to be okay with the results if you are not the thing that he wants. It's a tough thing to hear. It hurts your feelings. Yes, but that's how life goes. As much as men have to be wired and prepared for rejection, so do women, because it's going to come times where that man that you love or that man that you're with all the time, he doesn't see you the way that you see him. And it's a possibility that that's a situation that you're in. But you will know once the situation or the relationship starts to mature and you start hinting about certain things, you can see his reaction to see where he is in that stage or if he doesn't see you like that. The potential that you will scare him off is very high. It's a high potential that you're going to scare him off by asking this question if he's not ready to. So, ladies, I want you guys to leave questions. I want you guys to leave comments in the drop box below. Let me know if you agree with these 2 questions that you should never ask a man. Subscribe, Cinematics Music, Cinematics Media. You already know what time it is. And we'll be back soon. Bop, boop.